Okay. Same setup, props and battery anyway, on the TL150. Yeah, as expected, not as much power as stock ones, but they're not that bad actually. So I really prefer the stock blades over everything and the way they actually fly, but I just absolutely detest how fragile they are, and they're just no fun, absolutely no fun. So I won't be using the stock ones anymore. I'm going to be using these and the HQ302Os. Now, the other thing that I was really interested with the HQ ones and these is they're pretty flat in profile, so how do they handle 3D? I've tried my best. I've had about 8 or 9 sessions out trying to get the best out of these ESCs, and I was told they'd probably fry when I tried to reverse them and what have you. And they haven't, but I can't get a clean reversing out of them at all. It's just, yeah, again, no fun. So I'm probably going to be swapping these out for some racer stars, which I have bought, but ew. But there's also the Rodeo 150 with motors sitting there, and I bought a little frame for it because the motors were too big to fit on the 150. So that's going to get built into something, and they might get the racer stars as well. I'm not sure. So it's not terrible. I think they're a much better option for FPV. There's not a lot less power, and it's more torque than speed, which doesn't really matter in FPV as much, unless you're an acro fiend. So that kind of tumble would have probably broke a couple of stock ones, or at least damaged them and balanced them and made you just miserable. And I don't like to fly like that, all dainty like a little princess. I like to bash them about just a little bit, give them a slap and tickle. Taro new paddle blades. I guess that's what you could call them. They look like little bow ties. They're almost flat in profile. There's just a really gentle aerofoil to them, and a standard twist as well. As even if it was completely 3D, you'd get the twist to the blade. But yeah, there's a slight curve. Now I'd already tried these once, and I thought maybe the batteries were dying out quick, or they were just really different to the HQ302Os, the sort of flat ones that I quite liked. But yeah, it turned out I had one of them upside down. It flew pretty good, considering there was a slight wobble in it, just a lack of power, because all the other props were basically dumbed down to run at the same speed. So considering I had one on backwards, it flew awesome. Yeah, when I got home I felt a bit ridiculous. So this is the second go at trying this with these new Blade batteries, or the Blade 180 batteries that I've got. I'm looking at 65 to 130C. Okay, immediately it's smoother than it was before, understandably, and loads more power. It did some like weird stuff on yaw as well, so yeah, happy to say that was user error yet again. So yeah, I don't think they've got as much pop as the stock 302 little skinny ones. I think those are pretty efficient blades. Probably similar to the HQ ones, 302Os. Maybe a little less. It's freezing though, so it's not. There's not a lot in it basically, but where I do think these will win is durability. They feel way stiffer. Those 302Os were pretty flat and robust. Certainly they didn't chip off really easily compared to those stock ones, which are about the most fragile props I've used, apart from Gempan 8-inch 3Ds, don't buy those. But yeah, I'd expect these to take those sorts of tumbles, just gentle ones, again and again. There's no white stress marks or anything like that. I mean, for me they fly as good as the 302Os. They're a lot noisier. The 302Os were silent. They're HQs, sorry. But yeah, this is the TL150, and they've got slightly torquier motors than the 130. So let's see how they handle on the 130. See if they're too much for them or not. Because the 302 HQs were pretty good, but again, not as powerful as the stock ones. So I think these would be much better for flying through the forest and not chipping blades on branches and bashing trees.